What's up, everyone? You are listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. I am Thejas, and this is my predictions of Royal Rumble 2022. Before we get into my predictions, make sure to have your predictions down below in the comments and let me know which match are you most looking forward to. So, before we get into the predictions, I just want to share with you great news that we have hit the 100 subscribers. I'm really happy. I'm really grateful for all your support and for viewing my content. I just began this channel out of to talk about wrestling, just to have to listen to your thoughts as well about this matches and wrestling shows. And I'm currently doing work in weekdays, and I'm just not been very huge in contents, I would say, but I'm really trying hard to have my thoughts on whatever basis you can, I would say, and I will continue being doing it. And I just want to have your continued support as well, whatever viewers it may be. I'm just happy that I'm doing this as part of my hobby, as part of my liking interest, you can say. So let's get into this. Then before we get into, make sure to hit like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, continue with that good stuff, guys. So we'll have to go to ahead, and we just want to hit the another target, that is 200 subs. So let's get into that very speedily. So let's get into the predictions then. So we first kick it off with the first match that I'm going to talk about is Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Miz and Maurice. I'm not just a very big fan of this feud and the build-up that they had been. I just want to predict Edge and Beth Phoenix here. I don't think they are going to lose here, and especially it's a return match for Beth Phoenix. I just don't think so. They're going to disappoint the fans, and just want Edge to end with this feud. I for my fantasy booking, I would say there's two ways for Edge that they should go. Either they should go to the AJ Styles route that people are predicting, and that could happen, or I would say they could have this thing play out with the WWE Championship thing as well, maybe because he's in Raw side, so obviously he's going to challenge WWE Championship. So we could see Edge again booked into the main title picture at WrestleMania, maybe in a multi-man match, triple threat, or fatal four-way. I don't see fatal four, maybe a singles or a triple threat match maybe. So I'm just gonna predict Edge and Beth Phoenix going to get the victory. I'm just going to be this going to be a good match, I guess. Yeah, they're both good in the ring, so they're going to make this match good. So let's get into the next match we have is the for the Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Drew Dobb. I mean, it's just not a question to ask because every kid knows who's going to win this match. I means Becky Lynch is sure going to win this match, and she's going to retain the Raw Women's Championship. And I just want to say that Doudrop has really been a good heel, in a fan favorite manner. I would say here, Becky Lynch is heel or Doudrop is heel. I don't know, because Doudrop is more of a heel for me at times. At times, Becky Lynch, especially the build to that promo that they had between Becky Lynch and Doudrop. I just think Becky Lynch is more of a heel there, more of. But Becky Lynch is really good, man. Of how her character is evolving. I'm really enjoying of how crazy ideas and character representation she is showing. I'm really liking that. But I just gonna not think like Becky Lynch is going to lose. They're just going to have Becky Lynch main event the WrestleMania. I just think yeah, Becky Lynch is going to retain the Raw Women's Championship, guys. Let's get into the next one, and this is the for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar is the WWE champion, and Lashley. Normally, we have Lesnar as a challenger, kind of. If this time we have Lesnar as the champion, Lashley is the challenger. So, not a very big difference or something I'm saying, but some small difference that I noticed. So, I just think that Brock Lesnar should retaining, man, because it's gonna hurt if he's going to lose this match. People are going to say some title versus title match. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be something different that we have not seen back before Randy Orton, John Cena had the match at SummerSlam, I guess. After that, it's happening. It's going to be huge, but I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want that. Actually, Brock Lesnar should retain the WWE Championship, and Brock Lesnar, I mean, should be going either with losing the championship at the Elimination Chamber, maybe, and having going into the next another story, or maybe in the maybe some adding some triple threat kind of, I would think like that. I'm not into Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns stuff, guys, because we have already seen a ton of times. I just don't want this match again. If they're going to make it better, they make it with a triple threat, including Drew McIntyre, I would say. But I just think Brock Lesnar should really win this match, and he could make a dream scenario for whoever wins the Royal Rumble, man, because whoever have the match with Brock Lesnar is going to be a star. Remember, Ricochet had the match with Brock Lesnar, even though no one remembers that. But if you look back into that career, if you can see Ricochet had faced Brock Lesnar, so that's great achievement. So, and that makes a great main event feel as well. And but I don't know, I'm not sure if Lesnar is going to retain the championship at Elimination Chamber as well. I just may think maybe he could be dropping, but I just don't know he's going to remove from this main championship. I just think he's going to be stick on to it, just chasing till WrestleMania, or maybe losing it there or something. Lesnar is my prediction, guys. Brock Lesnar retain the WWE Championship. Next, we get to the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, and I know that there's a lot of predictions coming for Seth Rollins, but I just don't think why people fans are wrestling Twitter is predicting Seth Rollins. I mean, Roman Reigns is continuing his reign of terror really great, and I just don't know, they are in the situation where they can't live with Roman Reigns now. It's kind of a scenario where SmackDown is no more without Roman Reigns, without that bloodline, and that championship makes Roman Reigns so much important in that booking. So I just think Roman Reigns should retain the championship. He just don't need to lose it in the build to WrestleMania, the season of WrestleMania. I just don't think that doesn't make sense. Roman Reigns is going to retain the championship. If he's not going to lose it, maybe he would win the Rumble then, I guess, because people are predicting like that as well. So, like Rollins winning, and but I'm not a fan of him winning, because Rumble should be the opportunistic way, who gets the that underdog story, you can say, who gets the win, and out of nowhere, out of blues, that's the surprise. That's the thing that I need from Royal Rumble: new stars, new stories. But I just don't want to have every year we would have big stars of winning. And I mean, you can do it women or something, but I just don't think I want that in both sides, I would say, in a reality environment. So uh, Roman Reigns retaining the championship is my prediction, guys. Tell me your predictions. What are your thoughts? And what are your predictions? And what are your fantasy booking that you would like to see building to WrestleMania in the comments down below? So let's get into the next one, which is the 30 Women's Royal Rumble match. And very excited for it. It's very confusing. Lot of superstars return. We have Sasha Banks returned at SmackDown. I was not very sure if she's going to return. She returned, so I guess that's a very you can say, pretty much you can say that Sasha Banks is going to win if you look like that. And there's a the chances of Rhea Ripley is now really less for me. Really, Rhea Ripley I want Rhea Ripley to win, or maybe some kind of Bayley, or if Ronda Rousey is returning, they're really going to bank on Ronda Rousey. She's no way in hell going to just like show up and just get eliminated. Even Bayley, I would think that would really hurt her. So whoever is returning, not in a Legends manner, I'm saying, but in a current current wrestlers, you could say, they have a high chance, like Sasha Banks or Bayley, you can say, or Ronda Rousey. I just think like that. Paige also there, but I just don't think Paige is going to win. There's a huge rumor of Alexa Bliss. I just don't think you push a new gimmick which you have been done in a Royal Rumble. I just don't think that that would make fans digest, I would say. They should have some time to play out for Alexa Bliss if she's turning to that goddess gimmick. So I'm waiting over for it if Alexa Bliss is going to change in Raw after Royal Rumble. They can have her inserted into the title picture if they can. So and there's another prediction. Bianca Belair, her story is pending, so she's also in the prediction. She's also high favorite. She could also win, but I just don't want. Bianca Belair winning again. She won last year. So, and there's also another story which is a very really underdog. Liv Morgan, but I'm not very high on Liv Morgan. She's really underdog, but she had that screw finish with Becky Lynch every time. But I just don't want Liv Morgan. She's not at that right place to hold that title. She just needs to build it again. I just think like she's in the scenario of Big E, you can say, some type, because Big E is also a great superstar, great talent, but he's not at that. Title, main title caliber, you can say, that we kind of enjoy or enthrall about, you can say. So this prediction is going to be really mix up, you can say, but I'm going with Ronda Rousey if she's going to return. Maybe I would say like that only. Maybe Sasha Banks or Bianca Belair. Uh, but my fantasy booking would be Rhea Ripley, man. That's my prediction. I would go with Rhea Ripley only, but I just don't think she's going to win. Maybe Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, Ronda Rousey, Bayley, or something like that would be winning. Yeah, I just don't think like, yeah. Next we get to men's rumble. Men's rumble is not much of a confusing than women's rumble. I had the confusion of if Kevin was going to face, kind of had the story with Seth Rollins, but I just don't think WWE is going to have Owens Rollins as the main event for WrestleMania. Even if Lesnar is inserted into it, uh, I just don't think like that. Kevin Owens is chasing for the US title to Damian Priest, as we have seen in last this week's Raw. So I just don't think like that. I have a huge prediction, and it's not just a fantasy and just a huge thinking like WWE could move on with AJ Styles winning the Royal Rumble, and that could be a huge thing. After Seth Rollins, you have AJ Styles, who is a great babyface who can go into the top, who can perform at that level. Still, you can say, who can make any match or any moment believable. He can have a match with the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. So this is my predictions of Royal Rumble 2022, guys, and tell me your predictions as well as what your fantasy booking and thoughts and how it may be looking for the WrestleMania 38, and what's your booking may be in the comment section below. And I will see you guys with the next one. I'll be coming out with SmackDown and Rampage review that I do in a minute, as well as the Royal Rumble review after the show. And until then, be safe, enjoy the wrestling, guys, weekend, and until then, peace, guys.